Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel Books with Natasa. And today I have a quite a long video for you guys, so sit, relax and enjoy. In this video we're going to talk about all the manga that I read during 2022. So without any further ado, let's just get straight into the video. So many of you know that this year I started reading a lot of manga, and it has helped with my reading mood and my reading in general, and I'm having so much fun. I have twice as much as TBR books because of that, and I'm so happy. So total I read like 94 volumes in in 2022, and I'm going to talk about each and every one of these series. First, I read Demon Slayer Volume 1 until 23. I read the entirety of the series in the span of a few weeks, I believe. I have talked about it before, but I will give like a synopsis of my thoughts. Many of you know the synopsis already by the anime, but we have Tanjiro that lives in a remote place with his family, mother, and a few siblings in the mountains. They make a deliver call to the town, and that's how they live, but they live pretty remotely in the mountains, so they don't really have any neighbors. But one day Tanjiro goes into the city, and it's pretty late when in the time that he goes home, so he stays the night in one of these cabins with an old man. But the morning when he goes back home, his mother, his family is brutally murdered. Only his sister is alive, but he rushes her to the hospital down in the city, in the town. That's when this warrior shows up and tries to kill her because he says that a demon killed his family and he has turned her. But then we see Nezuko really fight and doesn't want to kill or bite or drink Tanjiro's blood because he's her brother. So, and the warrior sees that, so he tells him that if he wants to save his sister and protect her, he needs to become a demon slayer and try to kill demons and find a way to get revenge and cure his sister. So we see Tanjiro go up into the mountains to meet this guy and basically start training there. That's all I can say, but yeah. This series is one of my favorite series. I'm in love with the anime, I'm in love with the manga. I love all these characters. Tanjiro has to be my favorite, but Hashira I can possibly choose. My favorite used to be Rengoku, but we all know how that one turned out. But yeah, and each and every one of these poems is super unique, and after a point we start getting introduced to one by one all the Hashira, and I just love that. Also the leader is like this super good guy that really cares about all the Hashira like they are his children, and I just love that because in contrast to what we see with the demons and Michael Jackson, that is like with fear and not really loyalty and greed basically. But the Hashira are more loyal and more pure than the demons, but I guess we already knew that. But yeah, most of these volumes I gave 5 out of 5 stars, some I gave 4.75 or 4.5. You will find my each and every one reviews on Goodreads for these mangas, so check those out. I will be really happy if you do. Next, this manga has been super famous lately. It's been all over the place, and that is Chainsaw Man. I read volumes 1 until 11. This is part 1 of this series, and I really did enjoy it. I really liked the characters, the story was incredible, the gore in this manga was amazing. At first I gave the series like 5 stars, but then the more I thought about it, it's like more of a 4-star series for me. Nothing about the manga or the way it's written or anything like that, but the story didn't really connect with me as much to give it like 5 stars. I did really enjoy it, but I don't really like Denji because he kinda loves every single one of the girls that he meets, and then he's like super naive, but I get it because he hasn't had a lot of contact with humans. But yeah, I'm not really obsessed with series as much as everyone else is. I am watching the anime, but I'm also really not really enjoying it at the moment. I'm drowning in my new animes because I am currently watching a lot, but I'm currently not in the mood for any of them, if you know what I mean, but still. We have Spy Family Volumes 1 until 6, and I have talked about this before. Spy Family is one of my favorite series. I love it, super fun, and funny, and I really love and hope that we get a romance plot for Lloyd and Yor. Anya is like super hilarious, and I love her. But yes, volume 6 kinda put me off while reading the series, and when I finished that one, there weren't many volumes out, like only one, I believe. So I decided to take a break for it and wait until more volumes came out. So I will definitely keep going with the series with the new year. I read Jujutsu Kaisen volumes 1 until 3. And many of you know my struggle with the series. I used to be a big fan of the anime, loved Gojo, loved Itatori and all that, but my love for the anime kind of died out, and the same went with the manga. I kept trying to read it, but maybe the story doesn't resonate with me as much. Maybe it's the art, maybe I don't know what it is, but I can't bring myself to read these volumes. It's super hard for me. So I decided to wait until season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen releases of the anime, and maybe my love will reignite. But the only reason I'm really going to read Jujutsu Kaisen is for the Shibuya arc, which is going to be animated, so I might not end up reading the series at all and just watch the anime, but I have no idea what I will decide. We'll see how that one will turn out. Next, I read this PL manga called I'm Looking for Serious Love. It has only one volume, it's a one-shot, and it has mature content, so be aware of that. I really did enjoy reading this. It follows like this guy that moves to Tokyo to go to college, and he's from the countryside, so he doesn't understand anything about the city. That's where he meets his neighbor, this senpai that goes also to his college. He's an older guy, and they have this hate to love relationship, and I really loved it. And I think you guys definitely need to read it. It's really good. Next, we have Attack on Titan volumes 1 until 6. I decided to read this series in the middle of the year. I am a huge Attack on Titan fan. I love the anime, love the story, love the characters, love everything about it. But once while I was reading this manga, I felt like super tired because I basically needed to read like 33 volumes just so I can read the ending, and that felt like super exhausting to me at the time, so I decided to stop reading the series. Nothing against the series, was still one of my favorites. The manga was done so well, but I think I actually prefer rewatching and rewatching the anime and just get fully immersed on it and just wait until the final part releases, and then I could cry my eyes. We have my all-time favorite manga, that is Sasaki to Miyano volumes 1 until 9. Many of you know that because I can share up about this manga, it also has an anime series, and I just love it so much. Currently we're getting monthly updates of it, and it's like torture. Every single chapter that releases is like way too short for me. I really need more. I miss Sasaki and Miyano so much. I love them to death. They are so cute, and I just can't say stuff anymore. If guys, please read this series, it's totally worth. I have another favorite, and that is Hirano to Kajiura volumes 1 until 3. And this manga is quite slower than Sasaki to Miyano, but I still love Hirano and Kaji-kun. They are so adorable. We have romance situation going on with them, and they are amazing. Also, I love how Hirano accepts the fact that Kaji-kun likes him, but he also tries to understand his feelings and where they came from and how exactly Hirano feels towards Kaji-kun, because he's also really protective, but he also really likes him, but maybe it's more than a kuhai, so we're going to see that in the next few volumes. But I have a feeling they won't be a couple until like super later volumes, because this one is super slower than the Sasaki Miyano volumes. Next we have Semantic Arrow volumes 1 to 3, and again I love this one. It's more of a manga than a manga, but I haven't read any other manga, so I'm adding this one to this list. And again, one of my favorites, 8 out of 10. I really enjoy reading it, and again, we are getting monthly updates, and it's again torture. But yeah, as I said in previous videos, I am drowning in current reading manga because of all the monthly updates, but still I'm loving every second of it. Next we have What I Call Love is Hard for an Otaku, and I read volumes 1 until 11, and this is a new favorite series of mine, 4-star series, but still loved it. There is also an anime, but in case you have wondered, I don't talk much about these mangas, because I have talked about it during all of my videos this year, so I don't see the point talking about them again. So I'm just giving you my overall thoughts on the series. I really had fun reading the series. I buddy read them with a friend over a Discord, and I had so much fun. But at the end, I was like, I eventually read like 3-4 volumes at once, so that was super fun. And I really did love it. I really love Hirotaka and Narumi's relationships. They are my favorite. I love when they are kissing, because the last one was super incredible. Also, I love how we got to see them having their first fight in the final volume. It was incredible. Also, the other two couples were also really good. I didn't like the couple as much for Hirotaka's brother and the other guy, but I did really love the Kurabaka-sans and Koyama-san's couple, because they keep fighting and then make up, but they also got married, and I just love it. So next I read Lovesick Ellie volumes 1 until 11, completed series. I finished it, and it's one of my new all-time favorite series, 10 out of 10. I loved it, but I'm not gonna talk about it a lot because I did talk about it in my October wrap-up. But yeah, in this one we follow Ellie, who is I'm sorry, I talked in my native language, but there is this girl that is basically invisible in high school, and she uses this Twitter account to fantasize about this boy that she has a crush on, and using the handle name Lovesick Ellie. This boy's name is Omikun, and she finds out about Ellie's Twitter account, and then she confesses to her that she actually really likes her, so they start to date. But Ellie is overflowing with love for Omikun and is also really pervy, and that is the hilarious part of this story. I had so much fun reading the story. The romance, the fluff, everything about it was incredible. There was also mature content in it, not a lot, but more of the adult side, so I did really love that part. Also, I love how we got to see some topics explained in these volumes, like how girls also have a pervy mind, not just boys, and they also think about getting closer with a boy in the physical level. And yeah, we see a lot of those topics getting talked about in this manga, and I just love it, and definitely a new favorite of mine. I would definitely collect it and reread it forever. Next we have Therapy Game Restart Volumes 1 and 2. This is an ongoing series. We have no idea when Volume 3 is gonna come out, but I finally made the jump and read the Restart continuation series of the Therapy Game, and Therapy Game is one of my favorites. I gave it like 8 out of 10, and this one again 8 out of 10. I loved it so much. We see our two main characters struggle with the fact that they don't have a lot of time seeing each other, but they still have a lot of love for one another, and they also feel like super alone because of the little time they spend together. So we see them navigate that emotions and their relationship, and basically they want to move in together, and I love that, and I just can't wait to continue with the series. I read the prequel, which is Secret XXX. There is only one volume out. I think it's one shot, don't quote me on that though. I gave it like 3 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy it, but I really thought it was super fast, because at the beginning of the story we see them already dating, already being out in the open with the relationship. So yeah, I did really like that, and it's like an age gap romance, workplace romance situation. But I really did want to see them getting together and all the obstacles around them and all that stuff. But I'm hoping there will be more volumes in the future. Lastly, I read How to Ride with volumes 1 and 2. I'm currently reading the series, so if you want more updates, check out my analyst account. I have the link down below. But yeah, I am not a huge fan of the anime. I gave it like 7 out of 10, but I really did find the story with Ko and Futaka really interesting, so I really did want to read the manga and give it a try because I hear incredible things about it. And so far I'm having a lot of fun. The art style is a little bit on the darker side, not the story but the sketches and stuff, so it's really difficult to follow because I just finished Love Sick Ellie, which was a lighter drawing situation, so yeah. But I really like Ku, I really like their relationship, but I also heard that in the later volumes there's going to be a love triangle, and many of you know that I hate love triangles, so let's hope it is done quickly and I will never have to see it again. Wow, I have been talking for a while. I am parched. I'm ready to go get some water, but yeah. These are all the mangas that I have read in this year. I had a lot of reading done. I had so much fun, so many new favorite series, and I can't wait to continue with my manga readings in the new year. So yeah. Like, subscribe, stick around. I post new videos every Wednesday, but during this week I post back-to-back videos for BookMas. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye!